Alright, what have we got here? A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. Thief! Shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddlife is already running their direction. They took our supplies, you hear from nearby. We'll chase the thieves, for sure. -5 supplies. Oh no. Come on, you shout, and several join you in the chase. You wander onto the beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything had been stolen or not. You don't see who draws the first weapon, but it ends the conversation dead. Sorry. Right, so again we can't place Let. Should I place Gunnulf instead? I mean, he's gonna be at 14 at least. 14 and 12 armor. Might very well do that. I mean, alternatives are just Mogan. I think Gunnulf's more powerful. This should be fine. Okay, that's an interesting setup. So we do have 13-8, 13-8, 12-10, 12-13, 12-11, 9-8, 6-7. So I think what I want to do, since he's going early, right? I mean, we can just try and deny them a little bit here, as we usually do. And put him here. Put these fellas here. Who else do we have? Gunnulf. And Eyvind, oh god. Yeah. That's 17. Can he straight up kill her? No. He can, almost. We'll do it like this. No, go here. Ready. Oh, so it's... well, her turn right after this. Okay. She can't do much with 8 strength, though. So that is fine, I guess. Then this guy's turn. And this guy's turn. Okay. So, I'll likely move Gunnulf here, and 11 would be 5 damage, 12 would be 4 damage, do a couple of damage here. Wait, can he do any armor damage? I think I... got rid of that, right? So I think he can just go here. He doesn't have the... What? How did she do 4 damage? How? She's got 8 strength, he's got 9 armor. Holy crap. She must have used like 3 willpower. Also our morale is weak, so we have like -3 willpower in a fight, I think. Alright, so we'll do this. Do the Tempest. Don't add any extra willpower since it's just 2 people. Holy crap. So, arrow traps. Whose turn is it? Next. This guy's turn. He'll likely just beat on Gunnulf. This guy could either move here or here. Don't really know. This guy will probably just beat on Gunnulf. This gal again. Okay, I'm not sure where to place the arrow trap. Like, maybe here. For that to work, I'd need to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to here, for instance. Oh, now actually he's coming. Well, I guess that's fine. She can still set the arrow traps. It's one. No one has like really reduced armor yet, which might have been a mistake, because my archers are a lot less powerful now. Oh, she has a decent armor break though. Who should we break though? This 13 guy. Oh, I can't reach him now, huh? Can only do that one. But that'll do just 2 strength damage. What did I do? Can attack these 2. I mean, yeah, I guess let's attack her. Just don't spend any willpower yet. Yeah, you went right into it. Told us much. Alright, Eyvind. We don't have anyone set up diagonally, right? We also don't have a lot of armor break. We could heal her a bit. Might be the best option. Don't want her to be at 7. Just the first level should be enough, though. Right. So I guess I'll just stand here and stonewall. He's knocking off armor again. 3, 4. But I can't kill him. But I can take him down a notch. Also, that was a bit of a waste, I guess. Because now I can Tempest here. Oh, what's with everyone going for odd life? Arrow trap. Oh! So now armor break on him, I guess. Before she gets knocked out, let's use her willpower. Should have done that earlier. Okay. Oh, that's beautiful. So we'll start here, of course. Well, no, then it'll go on to... Oh. Well, if we... that's a bit of a problem. Right? If we start here, it'll just go here, here, and here. That'll be like 4, 5, 6, 7 damage to him. If we start here, it might just go to him. I don't know, though. I don't know. Also, do we want to mend someone, maybe? Maybe her? 6? Nah. I mean, let's try this. Hope it goes down that way and not that way. Maybe both. Oh! That was interesting. It went all the ways, actually. It also went that way. And that way, so it took out her. That's interesting. It didn't take out any of ours, but they're all really low now. Crap. Well, alright. So 4 strength, 3, 12, 8. So this is the only one that's really worrying still, right? The 12 strength. Can only do very little armor damage though. Whose turn is it next? The 9-3 guy. So we'll likely walk into the armor trap, then him. And that guy, 12-4, then Gunnulf. Can probably take care of that one a little bit. Alright. So I do think I want to reduce his armor a little bit as much as I can for Gunolf to take more effect. He walks into the armor trap, that's what I expected. Now it's his turn. Can't really do that much. I mean, the strength is just a very low chance to succeed, so let's just knock his armor down. Is he gonna attack anywhere? No? Alright. So, 5. Can't do a whirl here, really. So this will make him a lot less dangerous. Okay. So armor trap, or what do we do? Oh, there's also a 13-8 guy left. Yeah, I think we do an arrow trap, I mean. An arrow trap right here. Oh, damn it. He went the other way, and of course he takes out Nid. Yeah, I should have seen that coming. Right, so... yeah, I should have put the arrow trap here. God! I'm dumb. The big dum-dum. So, diagonals include this. And also limited to that. So, I shouldn't be attacking him. I could probably do him for 4. Or him. I feel like that one. Or maybe I should have mended someone. Okay. Can take out that one, I feel. Alright, if I do this... I mean... I have an 80% chance. Yeah, that loss of Nid was entirely avoidable. So much so that it actually bugs me quite a bit now. 11. Oh, yeah. Give a kill. Can do 3 damage, 4 damage here. This one doesn't have any diagonal tendencies, right? So we'll just 3 do this with 1 extra willpower, should kill him. Good. Get the kill on him, I guess. So that's 9 renown. Could have been better. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them, but when you return to the caravan you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed out to fight. So that's a total of 17 supplies for 9 renown. I mean, at this market, 9 renown buys us 27 supplies, right? So that was worth it, I guess. So another minus 12 would be... we'd have to spend 4 to get those back that we wouldn't have spent otherwise. 4, so 6 in total, so we get 3 extra renown out of this. I mean, sure. Do I want to buy any more? I don't think. And I think after that experience, our hero's looking. Gunnulf is still at -4. She's at -2. Can exchange her for Let though. And we could level a Let. But I like the idea of stockpiling renown a little bit. In case we gotta buy supplies again. And I guess we'll leave, right? Morale's weak though. Don't mind. Look, wait, please, Ivan begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. We have waited for a day. Things have gotten bad. I think we're going. She's not coming. Ivan looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. God, not smile. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivar. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but I'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but you know how long that'll take. What do you think? We'll pay some locals to help, I think. Locals become a lot more helpful when you swallow your pride and start offering food for help crossing the river. They give you small fishing boats to borrow and show you the area with the best chance of making it across. You hope your luck holds out as you launch from the shore. So we're at 11 days of supplies, 127 days. Despite all you suspect because of your vigilance, the locals from Sigurholm don't try anything underhanded as they take you in their small boats to the other side of the lake over several trips. You leave them with a generous amount of food, don't like that, and they row back to their town. You hope it's worth it to buy some space from Bellower. We'll have to drag his armies through the mud on foot. So we're at 128 now. That's actually not a lot of food. Also, morale's improved, and we get 10 renown. Sure, hell yeah. And we're back to weak. And we're in the forest. Several women are talking expressively at the young girl found nearly frozen to death, now called Auk Frosta. The quiet child's face expresses quiet terror, aggressively jabbing at the dirt with a stick, with which she clearly used to draw on the ground. Study Auk Frosta's drawings. The markings are somewhat intricate. The spheres and circles could be wagons, including a depiction of yokes in front. A line from the yokes leads to deeper gouges where Auk Frosta has jabbed the stick repeatedly. Depending on how you look at it, though, it could be almost anything. Try to talk to Auk Frosta. You're safe, Auk Frosta, you say, looking into the girl's blue eyes. She calms a bit before stepping towards you, using her stick to point at the deep gouges in the ground she previously made. She whispers, "Edge, edge, edge." Doesn't mean anything to you, but you feel like you connected with her a bit. Well, improved, okay. Eight days. Morale declined. Oh crap. We're at poor now. Can it get even worse? I don't know. No encouragement or tales of glory will lift the spirits of the caravan. In the north we have times like this, says one of the Vaal. The other giants grin, raising tankards and horns of mead. Skoll, they shout, and make short work of their drinks, explaining that each person takes a drink when someone tells a story that is more miserable than the other. Others join them for a second round, and mead is passed your way. Join the giants in drinking? Leave the others to their drinking game? I'll join, sure. Taking the mead, you shout, "Skål!" The crowd cheers and laughter echoes through the camp for hours as each person comes up with an increasingly more absurd story. The Val's remedy is a success, and the caravan is in a much better mood the following day, albeit hungover and with less meat than before. -10 supplies? What? Not really that normal. 10 supplies is quite a bit though. That's like 2 days worth. I mean, I guess that's more efficient than just resting 2 days, huh? Not sure. Also, we're in a village. The villagers here are completely oblivious to the destruction that is coming. All we've seen is some dark figures far off, they tell you. Aside from a few young families, they're reluctant to pick up their things and join you. Plus 15 clansmen. So let's have a look at the map. Oh, we aren't even in Reykjavik. We're just in a village on Stensmarsh on the road to Borsgard. I guess that's where we're going, right? We don't really have a target. Tistel. What's that? Deep in the overgrown thickets, early explorers found odd patches of prickly plants, miserable stinging and clawing barbs that left a rash and a fever. Generations later, a few eccentrics would discover the seasonal berries that grow upon the barbs would eventually sell for a high price in certain markets. Also, Wolf's Moor is part of this Langloom forest, I guess. Wolf's Moor. While wolves can be found throughout Langloom Forest, it was their tendency to congregate in the southern half that earned the forest its name and reputation. Every year, hunters are paid to thin out the packs, discovering that wolves migrate counterclockwise throughout the moor over the course of the year, for reasons that nobody has yet adequately explained. Borsgard, I guess we gotta check that out if we're going there. An aging and senile mess of a city that can't remember whether it wants to sell you something or steal everything you've got. While Ormsdalr grew early into an important hub of trade, its twin city Borsgard became the place to buy things nobody else was willing to hawk. It's greatly supported by the potent items harvested in Reykjavik and Tistel, and plagued by huge disparities between the extremely rich and suffering poor. Sounds like a lovely place. So Ormsdalr is its twin city. As Storm led some of the first men east, Ormsdalr was one of the most important places they settled, nestled in the Crook where the Ormsa River splits. If Borsgard and Ormsdalr were twins, Ormsdalr would be the righteous brother trying to keep his evil twin from hurting anyone else. Deeplun. More forests. Part of the Langloom, Deeplun has fewer wolves as they are unwilling to cross the Ormsa River. Unfortunately, the humid and muddy areas by the lake welcome an increased number of bugs and other irritating muck dwellers. Oh yeah, I can imagine. Bolunskr is another city on the other side. In casual conversation, the town of Bolunskr is called Driftwood. Here the Ormsa River passes through the Langloom forest, depositing any wood picked up along the way and offering little else. So, Mirewood River, Mireway River. Sorry. Not unlike the Rotfjord, the Mireway marks the spot along the Ormsa that most travelers simply abandon the longship they probably didn't mean to take this far and head back upstream unless they're searching for a peat or a slow and miserable death. Gardstad? Oh. Gardstad. Though Gardstad has been around for many generations, not many people know it exists. Largely because the families live a modest life of seclusion. Fittingly, the residents of Gardstad are barely aware of the outside world, most of whom will never see a Val or a Mender in their lifetime. Yeah, we checked that out before. Deepmot. Where the Ormsa River eventually opens into a deep lake, Deepmot promised a thriving industry for Borsgard. That was before overfishing and polluting essentially ruined the lake, taking with it Borsgard's ambitions of becoming a capital of mankind in the east. We'll also go past Toothpick Wood. The butt the butt end of a sprawling wood that comes to a point and was split by the roads forged by early settlers, though it may just as well be known for the rewards reaped of fat pheasants that have been all but hunted to extinction here. Reinvik, we checked that before. Sigerholm, of course. Hjardrahagt, or Hagi. Just on the inside of the Finsdale Pass, Hjardarhagi has had a long-standing rivalry with Halsa, both farmlands, to sell their harvest to nearby towns and cities. While Halsa often travels upstream to Strand, Hjardarhagi has long been trying to be competitive in Borsgard. It's Halsa. Town built on the inside of a canyon, into the side of a canyon. Halsa suffers from the occasional rock slide, but makes up for it with a thriving trade, fishing and agricultural business, managing to do business with both the east and west coasts, as well as controlling any traffic that might be wanting to cross the continent. Seems like a successful town. More successful than this one. Controlling the Finsdale Pass and whatnot. The Findale Pass refers not only to the pass through the Wormscale Mountains, but also the road that goes from Strand to Borsgard. It passes perpendicular to the Red River and makes a picturesque, if not occasionally perilous, travel route. Rake's Crossing. At Hjardarhagi, the locals had become so embroiled in their feud with the traders of Halsa that their chieftain, Rake, spent a personal fortune to construct a bridge over the wide river that would allow them easier access to take their goods to Borsgard, just so they wouldn't have to pass through Halsa. Yeah, I can see how that could be important, but there's no large road here as well. The Great Loom. From the north side of the Wormscale Mountains, one can see a series of mountain peaks that are almost perfectly spaced and of identical height, laid out in a straight line. As the story goes, the Loom Mother herself raised these peaks while teaching mankind how to thread a loom. Eastway Road. It's the one that'll go to Aberrang, and this is the one to Strand. I mean, look at all the way we've come. Could have just gone past Karlshus, Karlsvad, the Red River. Some historians have speculated that the Red River was simply a counterpart to the Blue River, named by unimaginative explorers. Anyone who fought in the First Great War could tell you that it's where the Vaal and mankind came to an impasse. Neither side able to get a foothold, the river so full of corpses that it ran red. Also, yeah, the countries we've seen so far are Rindval, is it Westanders? No, it's not, technically. This is the Kingdom of Men, I guess. That was Schrafen, which is the country of Vaal, that houses Grofheim, just at the border there, Einartoft, Strand, Sklid, Ridgehorn. Just barely Strand, though. Has a couple of humans from the south as well. Then Valkjökull is where the Dredge were pushed back to, I think. And Setterlund was another eastern settler country, right? The country of Man and Vaal, yeah. Untamed Frontier, something like that, right. Wormtoe, that's a Vaal town, but it's on the border of their land here, right? Yeah, that's Skoga, Hawkstorp, Sigerholm, of course, Blodsbalker. New seat of power during his reign. Yeah, we've read that before. I think Greyhorn is one of the defensive fortifications, and there isn't much else here, right? Satterlund. Oh, we're actually leaving Satterlund now. That's interesting to note. Sigerholm is kind of the border there. And also, Hjardarhagi is in Satterlund still, as is Halsa, I think. As Halsa is north of the river here. Yeah. Alright, so this is border territory. Also the Langlum Forest is partly in Satterlund, but for the most part in Stromlund. That's also an interesting border. Oh, that's Svalbard. Stromlund. Stromlund has an interesting shape, kind of nestled between these countries of Rundval, Svalbard, Dalrond, and of course Satterlund. Is Stromlund landlocked? Almost, huh? Well, yeah, it almost has like a connection to the sea here through that river fjord. And another connection, yeah, well, to Pisca Bay. Fisker Bay, I guess. Let's check up Stromlund, though. Rundval was once a vast nation. The civil war divided mankind, and a leader named Strom set out for the east, intent on creating a new kingdom there. The dream died with Strom, and the lands would become unified again, but the name stuck. Right, so this was part of the human kingdom, which was pretty massive then. It's actually bigger than Rundval, I guess. But Rundval is probably bigger population-wise. I mean, there's Aberrang, Tolia, Akur, there's a couple of cities there, right? In Stromlund there's also a couple of cities, actually. There's not Sigerholm, but Renivik, Borsgard, of course, Ormsdal, the two twin cities. And then there's Fiskevik, Runtal, Lunda. Yeah, seems quite big as well. Svartborg, though, we won't be coming through there. But Gardstad and Bolunsker are part of it, as is Dieplun. The Wolfsmoor is part of Zetterlund? No, it's part of Stromlund. Alright. Svartborg. A stinking mire of mud and marsh, and a crushing disappointment to Strom and the other early men, hoping to carve out a new land for themselves in the east. Even the horseborn do not linger where the earth pulls the unwary into the ground with every seeping step. Does it have any settlements? Well, there's Gardstad and Bolunsker, also Aros, Ollerholm. There's a couple cities in Svartborg. The odd combination of lake on the river within a lake. What? Of lake on the river within a lake. It still proved to be a good location for fishing and farming, and the productivity of Aros worked well in tandem with a trade triangle it would form with Borsgard and Ormsdar. Alright, trade triangle. This is probably one of the most important places in Svartborg, and it's close to the border. Etiltorp, a small town founded by a man named Etil, who was determined to use the peat found along the edges of the Svartborg to fashion into iron weapons for Borsgard and Ormsdar. That's not a bad idea. Others eventually joined Etil when his weapons started finding an eager market. Yeah, I could imagine that, for sure. So we got a very good idea of our surroundings now. Let's see what else the village has to offer, shall we? It has a market. So let's check that. Oh, one renown gets 5. Well, hell yeah. I'll buy everything they've got, which is not so much. Wait, with 5 I could get 130 renown would get me 150 though, right? So I can buy everything. Thank God. Would have been a shame if I couldn't get everything at this rate. That'll leave me with 1 renown though. Wanna buy everything? That's 23 days worth. I'd be on the safe side that way. What items do they have? +2 strength, obsidian ring. Nah. +1 strength, nah. +2 will on rest. That's fine. It'll mean I'll have to delay my upgrades a little longer. My hero upgrades, I mean. But I think we want this. Let's have a look at our heroes still. So we do still want to upgrade Alette and Ivor if we can. Oddlife, potentially. But I mean, we've got Gunnulf and Egil at max level, so that's 40 renown. I don't even know if we want to upgrade Ivor, to be honest. What's Ivor good at? Well, Ivor's good at breaking armor, for sure. But his skills, I don't like the battering ram too much. And we might get Mulgur back at some point, right? Who's equally as good at breaking armor and has the nicer ability. So I might not spend any more renown on them. So my perfect level 5 crew would then be Alette, Eyvind, Gunnulf, Egil. Why do I like Egil so much? He has 2 points available too. Oh, I need... Well, that's the question, was that. What will, 1 will per turn, 1 armor per turn. I do still have the fishhook, huh? What's that? Strength resist. Where's the fishhook? Oh, she has it right now. Do I have a cup? I do think I need to take stock of what I have here. A little bit. So he's that statue of a sightless man. I think we got something better, right? Plus 3 strength is better than 2 and 20% dodge strength attacks, I think. According to a myth, the god Dundrer needed these gloves just to live his hammer of creation, heavy as it was. So he'll be at 21 strength now. That's beautiful. So Gunnulf is pretty much set. Plus 3 will unrest. That's not bad, but I feel like I'll get him that one back. I mean, the plus 1 armor per turn would be fun on Eagle, but I feel we want the armor break on him more so. Oelette. Well, I'll see what I give her after. Look, we don't use him. So he'll get the 3 break plus 2 break, I guess. I mean, I don't really want to give him strength, right? I mean, I could give him plus 3 armor. I do need the armor break, though. It's too good. Too good. Stonewall is still a nice alternative if we need him to be defensive. But if he's just a defender with this 1 square of space that he's using, then he's not like he's not viable enough for enough situations. So he'll have to be a good armor knocker offer too. So he can knock off 6, 7 now, which is very good. Same for Ivar. He can knock off 5 with his added willpower here. Plus 2 will also be 7. Where's the fishhook? Let's get that to him. Right. So we have Ivar and Eagle to knock off armor. We have Eyvind to do strength damage no matter what. And we have archers to take into account people who have low armor. And we have Gunnulf to just beat stuff into the ground. I mean, I could combo this even more by getting another archer, I guess. But I think having someone like Gunnulf is very useful as well. So he has armor break. He has armor break. He has plus strength. She has plus 1 movement, dodge strength attacks. What's strength resist mean, though? Does that just reduce all strength attacks to her by 1? It might. Plus 3 will unrest? No. That's 15% dodge strength attacks. Let's bracelet. Oh. I'm just thinking of something possibly beautiful. I could also give the archers better plus strength items, right? As that'll mean they'll do crazy amounts of damage. But the only other one we have is they're both level 5, right? I mean, that's the one. Gunnulf has plus 3 and plus 2 and 20% dodge. I mean, Gunnulf's at, what, 18 strength anyway? I think I might give Dundursan to Alette, actually. Once she's level 5. And then or the statue of the Sightless Man, because the dodge can also help. For the time being, I'll keep it like this, though. Ivan's fine with what he got. +1 will per turn. Yeah, we'll get the bracelet for now. +1 will and +1 armor aren't really that important. So I'm happy to exchange these for strength. Either that one, we'll put at 12 strength. But god, having an archer with 13 strength could be beautiful too. She has also 10 max strength is actually quite high for an archer. He could have 12, but he doesn't have the puncture, so... How about Nid? Let's get Nid's max strength. Also 10. So she's better than Oddlife in that regard, but then I feel the arrow trap is pretty good. So yeah, my next priority is actually getting Alette to level 5 and giving her a plus strength item. Otherwise, I think I'm pretty happy with this setup. And I guess we'll just leave the village, right?